Hello everyone. I am so excited about today's video because I am finally making a book video. Considering I have a whole Instagram page dedicated to books, it's a little ironic that I've never posted really anything about my books here on YouTube. Also, my bangs are way too long, okay? Can we just, I don't know what to do with them. I thought it would be fun to share with you guys the books that I want to read before the end of 2021. I am going for the ultimate comfort, basically anything Hallmark movie like. So the first book that I chose is Red, White, and Royal Blue. Pretty much everyone has talked about this book already, but I still somehow don't really know what it's about other than the fact that it's like a romance between a royal and like the first son, I think, of the United States. I don't even know when in the year this takes place, but I know that there are so many like royal Christmas movies, so it fits the vibe. Next up is Wait For It by Mariana Zapata. This one I didn't originally have on my list, but I joined a book club with a friend that I have on Instagram. I'll link it in the description down below if you guys want to join, and they're reading Wait For It, and I have been on a huge Mariana Zapata kick. Huge. Like, I bought all of her books. And if you know anything about Mariana Zapata, you know that her books are not cheap and they're also chunky. I love Diana already from The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, so I'm really excited to read this. I actually should have started last night and I didn't. Another Mariana Zapata, which I feel like, okay, I couldn't make a video about winter reads without including From Lukov with Love. Like, this one just, probably just because of the ice. I'm pretty sure this one is a romance between a figure skater and a hockey player, and that's the vibe. One, I love sports romances. Two, I'm pretty sure this is also an enemies to lovers because it says, but when the offer of a lifetime comes in from an arrogant idiot, she spent the last decade dreaming about pushing in the way of a moving bus. You can't get more enemies to lovers than imagining, well, I guess you could if you actually pushed them in front of a bus. This isn't one of those books though. Kind of a complete 180. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to this one. I am a little hesitant to read it, but okay. I want to, but I'm scared to. Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the Six of Crows duology, so it follows the crows after everything that happened in the first book. If you watch my TikToks, you know that I accidentally spoiled the end of this book for myself. But I also want to go into the new year with happy vibes. And by happy vibes, I mean Nikolai. So we're just gonna have to endure the heartbreak. I have a couple book talkers that I trust with my life. And anytime they recommend something, I add it to my TBR. And one of those that has been recommended by all of my favorite ones, Marriage for One by Maise. I still somehow don't really know what it's about other than the fact that it's a marriage of convenience and their names are Jack and Rose. I love slow burn. I love Marriage of Convenience. I'm pretty sure he's a simp and I'm all for that. So I feel a little called out by this next book. Just Haven't Met You Yet by Sophie Cousens. Laura is described as a hopeless romantic, and she kind of creates this romance in her head because she loses her suitcase. Listen, if I were any of Taylor Swift's songs, it would be Gold Rush. Also, this is me trying, but let's not talk about that one. This feels like Gold Rush in a book. I'm pretty sure it's a happily ever after because that's pretty much all I read, so you know where we're going with this. So the next three are actual holiday reads. The first book is The 12 Dates of Christmas by Jenny Bayliss. This is about Kate Turner. She's 34 years old and she's been looking for love everywhere. And eventually her best friend signs her up for a dating website that promises to find you love before Christmas. So she goes on 12 dates. They're apparently all disastrous, and I think that's hilarious because I'm slightly mortified of online dating. Why not read about them instead of worrying for my life in a real one? Was that too dark? The next two I've seen all over BookTok / Bookstagram. First one, The Holiday Swap by Maggie Knox. This one is about Charlie and Cass, who are sisters, and Charlie is a professional chef with a reality TV show, but she gets hit on the head, so she loses her sense of taste and smell, which obviously you need to be a professional baker. So the sisters switch places without anyone knowing, but then they end up meeting their respective love interests and things get complicated. Major Hallmark Christmas movie vibes, and I'm all about that. Next up, again, I have seen all over social media, is The Holiday X-Files by Jennifer Peel. This one is about Cammie, who finds her husband in a compromising situation underneath the Christmas tree. So it kind of ruins the whole holiday for her. And then out of nowhere, her ex-husband's best friend comes in and wants to help her believe in the holidays again. I'm not gonna lie, the cover looked cute online, and then I saw it up close and the faces are, oh my gosh, you know what they look like? The Maise, they were characters, I think they also had Barbies. This is bringing back memories. So my last one is actually also by Sophie Cousens, this time next year. I actually started reading this at the beginning of this year, or the end of last year, something like that. It was around that time, but I had just finished reading the Akatar series, so I was in a major book slump and I could not for the life of me get into this. So Minnie was born on New Year's of 1990, and she believes that a guy named Quinn Hamilton stole her life. He was born a couple seconds earlier. He stole her name, which is kind of a whole convoluted story. On her 30th birthday, she's not having a great day, as per usual, and she ends up meeting Quinn. Despite the fact that she leaves him there, they continue to run into each other. Kind of enemies to lovers, but mainly just she hates him even though she knows absolutely nothing about him. I have no real way to hold these, but these are all the books that I want to read before the end of the year. I might have been a bit too ambitious, but they all sound really good and I want to read all of them now. If you want to learn whether or not I actually read all of them, make sure to follow me on TikTok because I'm planning on doing more of like a TBR wrap up on there. So it'll be linked in the description box. If you guys like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. I'm planning on doing more bookish content. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos. I'll see you guys all next week. Bye!